Hello my messy bunnies, this is Faith from Faithful Mess. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been MIA for a while. I've been working and doing things behind the scene. I'm so happy that you guys joined me today. I'm gonna do some hauls today. I know I'm just gonna have to break this video apart in separate videos. Don't know how many different parts there'll be. I think what I'm gonna try to do is break it apart with like supplies, crafting books, and coloring books or something like that, to try to organize it a little bit. I actually have a space for all of these items on my bookshelf, so what I'll probably do is do a couple of stacks where I know they're all going to go on the same shelf, you know, do those, cut, you know, go put them on the shelf, come back, you know, and like that. I'll probably do something like that. So if this video is a little choppy, thanks for hanging in there. Okay, so let's get a stack of, I'll start with art books, collage books, that sort of thing. Okay, I'm back with two really big stacks here. The first set of books I'll go through really briefly. A couple of weeks ago we went to our community yard sale. I found a lot of jigsaw puzzles, and there was another house that was selling their Star Wars books, a young kid, and so I was just actually gonna get the one that's by Jeffrey Brown, this top one, but I mean, it was just, you know, a young kid. He didn't have much stuff there to sell for the community yard sale, so he convinced us into taking the rest of the collection. So I have one of Jeffrey Brown's Star Wars coloring books, and I wanted to get this one. Even though it's not in color itself, I thought it would be really nice to have one of his books on file. So I don't plan on cutting it or, you know, collaging with it or anything like that. I just wanted to have these books to just books to have. You know, maybe I might thumb through it one day. Maybe the kids might take it off the bookshelf. So yeah, this one is Return of the Padawan. The Principal Strikes Back. This one's by Jared Kruskowski, I'm assuming. And so his art style's a little bit different. And I'm also not in frame, so sorry. There. So his art style's a little bit different. This one is Jedi Academy at Last Jedi by Kruskowski and Amy Ignato. I don't know how many books are all in the series, but I have 4 of them now. And this one, A New Class, also by Jared Kruskowski. Really nice. I picked up this mushroom book at Books A Million, I believe, when I found that book for my husband for Scotland. And this one is definitely for cutting. I am so excited to finally have a mushroom book that I can cut up. I actually have one, but it's like artistic mushroom pieces. But this one has real images of mushrooms, and oh, like this one, I love this so much. Love that. So I can't wait to cut up this one. And I was able to get it somewhat on sale. It's by Amber Books. And I'm not in frame. There we go. Make sure you can get that barcode. Yep. It's really nice. And let's do this one next. Actually, posted this one on my Instagram. I was in a Goodwill and found this book. And it was wrapped in plastic. It is brand spanking new. And it's so funny because I did not have a regular NJVK book. VK. In a new King James Version book. I only kept like, normally our church reads in the NIV or even sometimes the CSB, maybe ESV, right? Is that one of the other ones that I think we read in sometimes? But most of the time I think it's normally NIV. But I do have, I also have one in the Message, and there's another one that I have too. I can't think of it. But I have a couple of different versions. But now I have more than a couple of New King James Version Bibles because I purchased that tracing Bible. And now I just keep running into these NIV into these New King James Version ones. So this one I'm not going to be using with my tracing Bible, which is here. I had made a separate video about the tracing Bible, but I think I'm going to redo it. And I'm not going to use this one with it. I have a study Bible instead that I'm going to use. This one's just like in really giant print, which I really like. They're always just good to have, especially like in the future as my eyesight gets worse and worse. So that's why this one's literally just being shelved right now. I'm not going to be using this one because I have the tracing edition and the study version that I'll be using for my Bible study. This one also, I should show this one because these three books I found together at that same Goodwill. So I found this awkward family photo book, which I know it's been around, but I don't think I've ever seen one in person. And when we're looking at it, I was just really intrigued and thought that some of the images would be a little interesting to collage with. I don't know, I'm just cracking up. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So, really interesting photos. Don't know how exactly they were able to get a hold of all of these. I'm sure it probably talks about it, but I mean, the image is just really, really crack me up. His face, oh my gosh. He hates this so much. Oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, I got a good crack out of this one, and I can't wait to do something with some of these images. Hopefully some of them will really speak to me, where I have like a clear image in my head of what I'm gonna do with it. But at the moment I just thought it was just completely hilarious. The Vatican Museums, and there's no barcode or anything on this one. I just saw this one there, and it just, I don't know, it just kind of was like, take me home please, I've been here too long, which I don't even know if that's true or not. But I thought some of the images were just too cool to leave. Like, look at this one. Wouldn't that make such a nice postcard or something? just even by itself, no collage work or anything. That one's just really nice by itself, and I don't know what that is, but I just found some really interesting images in it. I love this one. Don't know what it is yet, but love it. I thought this would be really cool. Even this one, like this one kind of reminds me of like the movie Dune. I don't know why, but I love that. Love these. I mean, come on, you know. Lots of Pepe. Lots of Pepe. Sorry. Really pretty. Really pretty old book, obviously. I don't even know how old. Oh, what's going on here? Is it actually glued together right here? Lord. Don't ask me what happened to these pages. This page is gluey. Makes me nervous for Goodwill. Why this page is gluey like that? Oh God. I can't see the dates if there is one, and that's making me nervous that it's glued up right there. I'm not gonna mess with that too much. But yeah, the Vatican Museums, you know, you get crazy stuff at Goodwill sometimes, so. But I couldn't let that one go. I found this one, and there might be some books that I'm going to show that are a little bit older than some in my collection that I just never got to show you guys. I don't think I showed you guys this one in my last coloring book haul. But this is New York Bloom by Georgiana Lane. I found this one at Goodwill. Oh, look, I didn't even realize I found this one at Goodwill. I thought I found this one at Ollie's. But yeah, I found this at Goodwill and apparently could not let it go. So let's take a look. Oh yeah, I had a lot of florals, obviously. Very nice. And the paper is really nice too. I mean, Abrams Books does make really nice books for collage. I mean, look at that one. Oh my gosh. This mirror, okay. I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole, but there's an old movie. And I want to say it was called like, I want to say it showed on TV, and it was like David and Goliath, and like the girl like walked through the mirror. Is that movie? Yeah, I want to say that's that movie. She walked through the mirror, and I think she was trying to bring back something for her mom or something, like a grape. If anyone remembers what this is and how I can find it, let me know. I would love to rewatch that movie. And I want to say it had like, it turned into like a cartoon, and it was like David and Goliath or something like that. But I remember her traveling like through a mirror like this, and then she tripped on the way back and lost the grapes or something like that. If you guys know what I'm talking about, let me know. So again, it has really nice floral images. Oh, look at this door. Look at this. Oh my gosh. So nice. So nice. I gotta whisper at it. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I see exactly why I could not let this book just get away at Goodwill. I had to bring this one home, and it is absolutely stunning. So if you get your hands on this one, you'll know. You will know. You will see. Really gorgeous. I could flip this one all freaking day long. Again, this one is New York in Bloom by Georgiana Lane. Gorgeous book. And yes, I will be cutting in this book. And if I have to get rid of my anxiety about it, then I'll go find another one on eBay. I have no problem buying 2 items, especially if I really love it and I plan on destroying one of them. So there's that. Alright, I'm chatting quite a lot here. Alright, this one I know for sure I found at Ollie's. Birds and Blooms, Everyday Bird Watching Stories, Encounters with Feathered Friends in Every Season. $3.99 at Ollie's. Let's get you a good look at that barcode. There we go. Glossy images, but this book is very heavy. Very heavy. Excuse me, but what I liked is that it has bigger images than the nature, what is it called? Like Birds of North America. I have like one of those Birds of North America old school books, and they're illustrations of birds. This one has actual bird images. So again, nothing wrong with the illustration version. I really love those and have gotten a lot of use out of those, but I also wanted to add to my collection where I can actually cut out some really nice images of bird photos, if that makes sense. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. He's so pretty. So pretty. Super pretty. Again, I feel like I could flip this boy all day long and just not get tired of it. So cute. Really cute. Really pretty images. Look at that one. That's a really good photo of that one. You know? Great migration. Very nice. Look at that. Red, white, and blue right there. So, Birds and Blooms, Everyday Bird Watching Stories. Again, ridiculously heavy because these are glossy, really nice photographed pictures. Normal price on this one was $19.99, and it was well worth that price. Very well worth that price. Okay, this was the last one. It is banged up. It is what it is. They even gave me a discount on it, which I appreciated, but I'm so happy to have this one. I really love Lighthouse jigsaw puzzles, so I was really happy to find a book that I could cut out of, or let this one be the book. I can't remember if this is the one that I like to be the, yeah, I think this one's too wordy, so I think for this one I would cut out the images. So I'm very happy to have it. It's a little bit, you know, the cover sleeve, the cover on cover, what do you call this thing? The jacket? The jacket. The jacket's banged up, the spine is banged up, I see now, but I plan on cutting this book quite a bit. And it's got a lot of history in here, obviously, about lighthouses, but also really good photographs of lighthouses. And they're a nice size too, if that makes sense. So it's not in one of those smaller books, it's in a bigger book, bigger image, nice and clear. Can't complain. Look at this one. Says that one's near the Great Lakes. Really nice. New York. Rhode Island. Is this South Carolina? Yep, North Carolina, excuse me. So I've been to, is it this one? No, I haven't. Is that the one? I think we went to 2 different lighthouses at the Outer Banks. If you ever get a chance to go to the Outer Banks, it's really gorgeous. Definitely, you can definitely miss it very easily because it's not necessarily easy to get to, but if you have a chance to go and to stay for a weekend, definitely go. Morris Island, South Carolina. New London, Beavertail, and again, and these, are these all in the United States? let's see, West Coast, East Coast, Great Lakes. So yeah, just for the United States. So really nice. Glad to have it. This one is Publications International. Is there, it must be a collection of different photographers because it doesn't specify, but I'll get you the barcode since it's not roughed up. There you go. Really pretty. Glad to have it. I'll probably end up tossing the jacket at some point. Again, this is still really protected. Oh, sorry. Oh, I didn't hold it long enough. My bad. Really nice and shiny, glossy, nice and clean still. The jacket obviously did its job of protecting the cover, but the spine is still really banged up, but the images are gorgeous. This one also picked up at Books A Million. Graveyards, Cemeteries, Tombs, and Burial Grounds by Alistair Horn. Amber Books. Let's get you the barcode real quick before I forget. Sorry, I'm off balance here apparently today. And I am in the casualty field, so I deal with casualty and death. It's been my career since I was 19 years old. So I like stuff like this. So I'm sorry if this seems a little morbid for some folks, but I like this kind of stuff. But I will flip through it real quickly so I don't offend anyone or trigger anyone. But it's got a lot of cemeteries, graves, you know, just like how the title says. So I'll keep it very brief though, because I know this could be triggering for some people, but I will more than likely use this one to collage in. But I haven't decided which one's going to be like my main books to collage in or to pull images out of. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but I'm looking at this one and like it's got mostly images than a lot of writing. No offense. So this would make it good to bring elements into. Not against books that don't have lots of words. I'm getting lots of images here, and that's what I purchased the book for. So I think this one would be good to bring images into. So again, if that triggers anyone, I am so sorry. I will be showing this. Of course, I'll label the videos when I do these to, you know, let you guys decide on your own if you want to click off, and you know, no offense taken. And then this is another Ollie's find, Wilderness America: A Visual Journey by Tim Fitzharris. It's a pretty big book, pretty big. Let's try to get it up here and get you guys this barcode real quick, just in case you're interested. Okay. She's heavy. Heavy. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious me. I'm trying not to. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Stay calm. The hills are alive. Okay. This book is so pretty. So pretty. Look at that. Didn't expect to see that in there. Oh my goodness. The colors. The colors. Are you guys seeing this? Oh my gosh. So pretty. And I found this at Ollie's, y'all. Oh, look at this. This looks like Shenandoah, does it not? Let me find out. Let me find out this is Shenandoah. Appalachia. What is this one? Preceding page, Great Smoky Mountain National Park, North Carolina. That, I would not have guessed that was North Carolina, but okay, I can see it. We traveled through this area when we're headed from Kentucky to DC. Oh my gosh, when we go from Kentucky to the Outer Banks, we go this way. So I've probably seen it before and my brain thought it was Shenandoah, but it is not. This is the Smoky. Okay. Fair enough. Look at these deer. Oh, we had some deers in our front yard just yesterday morning. I caught them on the security camera. Oh my, you guys, look at this. I hope this is showing up well on camera. You guys, this is one of the prettiest nature books I've found at Ollie's. Oh my goodness, look at this one. This will make a really nice jigsaw puzzle too. It's got this really nice, you can see the sun hitting the sky here at the top. So it's like a different color up there, and then you got these darker blues, and the sun's peeking this way, so it must be hitting it from the other side here, and then all the colors here, and it's reflected in the water. Oh my god, I cannot. If you find this book at Ollie's, okay, get it. Don't think twice about it. It is so gorgeous. I'm back with just journals in this section. So these are obviously 2026 journals, but the last couple of years I've been purchasing the Hobonichis on clearance from the year prior and just redating them for the next year. Saves a ton of money because now shipping is ridiculously expensive purchasing directly from Hobonichi. And obviously brand new journals for that year are, you know, they're just brand new, so they cost more. I already have a ton of the cover on covers. I have a couple of the clear protective covers for the weeks. You know, if I need to replace one, I can find those easily on Amazon for the most part, and just, you know, purchase one and replace it. And I normally just, you know, if I am going to use the clear cover on cover, I normally just design my own cover with collage. So I purchased, of course, one for work and one for, you know, giggles. And then the Hobonichis, the Hobonichi weeks, for instance, this year, for whatever reason, they said that they did go on sale at the same time during Amazon Prime Day, but for whatever reason, the weeks were only on sale for about 3 hours, is what the Facebook group says. So I don't know why they did that. So I purchased these exactly on one of the Prime days when they were 60% off. But these, I had literally had to keep stalking Amazon until they popped up on that same price that they had that they were originally on sale for Prime Days. I have no idea why they did that. Some people went ahead and just purchased them at whatever smaller discount that they were, just so that they would have a journal for next year, and then all of a sudden they went on sale. And some people were actually still waiting, and when I posted in the Facebook group that they were on sale, people were like, oh, thank you so much, I'm going right now, you know. So I don't know why they did that, so I went ahead and purchased 2 just in case just in case next year during the 2027, you know, Prime Day sale, what have you, and I'm not able to watch for it, what have you. I have a backup, but this is I just need one as an everyday carry in my wallet to have the calendar, if that makes sense. So normally what I do is like when I go to my doctor's appointments, XYZ, I have my Hobonichi wallet, and this is in my Hobonichi wallet, so I can, you know, take notes, what have you, at my doctor's appointment, put appointments in there, and then when I get to my desk, my work calendar, then I can add in my dates for work, and vice versa. Since I always have my purse with me, especially when I go to the office or if I'm working from home, what have you, I can put in my work, you know, important days in this calendar, so when I'm at the doctor's appointment, I can see, oh, I can't schedule this on that day, XYZ. That's why this system is important for me. I know this system isn't necessarily important for everyone, but especially like when school comes back in and the kids have events, appointments, XYZ, it helps to balance, because I hate when sometimes I schedule, you know, something that is important for me, like a doctor's appointment, and then I forget I have a meeting that, you know, I'm in charge of, and, you know, I need to be there, you know, especially if all of my point of contacts are going to be there. So I hate when that happens, and I try to make sure that I'm scheduling my personal appointments on days that aren't the same as the important to me, you know, important meetings at work that I need to be at. So what I'll do is towards the end of the year, you know, I'll just be sitting and, you know, watching something random, something I don't necessarily have to pay attention to, maybe like one of those Reddit story videos or something, and I'll just sit and redate my calendars. So I'm probably really getting too deep into it, but I mean, you guys can fast forward if you need to. Do I have any of those here? I don't think I have them at this desk. I think they're at the other desk where I was before, but I have a specific whiteout tape to white out the dates on the Hobonichi. So I actually didn't get the one-piece one last year, so the one-piece one is new to me. But again, there's a couple, only just a handful of choices that were available that were on clearance. I don't really care, because again, I'm more than likely I'm gonna change the color around. But you know, it's super easy. You just get some white out, you know, white the numbers out, and just put in the correct numbers for the year that you're going into. And same thing here. It's like, you don't necessarily need to white out March, or you don't need to white out, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You know, you just need to white out the numbers, because that's what is changing. So that way the format is still the same, you're just changing the dates. So, and it works out really, really easy. Again, there's a lot of space, like for instance, like in this one, you know, if you need to come down for whatever reason, if you need to, I don't think you would, but you know, there's 30 days in April. Where's one that's 31 days? Is there one that's, yeah, here we go. So like this one, August has 31 days, and the month starts at the end of the top week. So you just come down a little bit further. So if you're in a month where there's not enough weeks set up, you just box it in and just add another line here add another box there and just add in your numbers there. It's really fun to do, super easy. I have a ton of sticky club stickers, and that's what I like to use to just cover up my dates, and then I'll just write the new date next to it. Just makes it really easy. But if you want to do the whiteout method, that works very well, just as much. So I'll show you one of these again if you just haven't, for whatever reason you've been under a rock. I'm just kidding, and you haven't seen a Hobonichi cousin. This is my go-to. I've been using the Hobonichi system for I want to say at least 5 years now, but the last couple of years I've been making my I shouldn't say making my own, but using the older calendars to make my own year. Because I mean, honestly, like when I get a new one anyway, I'm gonna put stickers in it. I'm gonna make it my own no matter what. So what's important for me is the layout and the paper. So again, even though you guys don't see me journal, Monday through Friday I use the crap out of my Hobonichi. It is so important for me for my work setup. The calendar, obviously I can put all of my events that are going on at the office, and again what I'll do is, you know, of course, keep the month. The week layout is the same. All I need to actually do is just change the dates to the 2027 dates. It's super easy. And again, you're gonna, if you're like me and you love stickers and you want to make your journal your own anyway, it makes it super fun to me. And I'm wondering if my calendar, let me see if I can show you I can show you a blank page, but let me get out a blank one that I can show you. See if I have one of the months that I can show you all the stickers. So it's 2027. Alright, look, I'll show you October. October's completely blank still. And these just so happen to not be Sticky Club stickers. These came from my Patreon reward through RAINBOWHOLIC. And I just did my October like that, and I think it's super cute. Again, I just used stickers, cover up the old date, wrote in the new date, whatever color pen I wanted to. Looks like I used a purple because, you know, Halloween, what have you. And I have, you know, some notes for myself about how I get my 5-star ratings for work. And it's just a reminder, you know. You guys don't know what that means, but that's like a reminder for me on what I need to do to get my 5-star ratings for my performance evaluations. So we get evaluated, well, technically once a year, but we have like a midpoint of the year, and then our, you know, our annual at the, you know, the end of the work year, what have you. But again, it's super easy. For my work calendar, it's not necessarily important for me to have the day of the week on there, just the number. So what I do is I just white out the Saturday. There's nothing else to white out. Like, I don't need to white out anything else. I just white out what day of the week that it is, and then you don't have to redate the whole thing, because it doesn't make sense to redate the whole thing. You have all the numbers already there. You just need to pull off that's Sunday, because it's not going to be Sunday, you know, in 2027. The first is not going to be on a Sunday. It's going to be whatever other day that it's going to be. I hope that makes sense. The only real thing that you need to keep in mind for Hobonichi is that they put Sunday at the end of the weeks. So keep that in mind, is that the work week starts on Mondays in your Hobonichi. So just keep that in mind when you're making it. Makes it really easy for me because, again, especially for my work one, you know, all my work is going here. You know, if whatever stickers I'm using, if they're bigger, then I'll put them on the Saturday, Sunday ones because I'm not really using this calendar for the weekends anyway. So again, lots of fun. If you don't have a Hobonichi, I definitely recommend them. Paper is freaking fantastic. There's nothing like the, what do you call it? Tomeo River. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Y'all know what paper I'm talking about. It's changed up, I think once or twice during the pandemic because of like production or something like that. I don't know, but it's a little bit different, but it's still just absolutely fantastic, gorgeous paper. My second Hobonichi cousin, I always just use it for play. I might not even open this one for 2027 because I don't necessarily need a home calendar. So far I've been okay with just putting whatever family notes I need in this one. So really my personal Hobonichi has always just been for fun. I always have a ton of blank pages. I'm never good at being a daily journaler, and that's okay with me. I just know that, you know, right now in this season of my life, that's not what works out for me. But having my work journal, which again is like, if I don't have this with me, I hate to say I'm completely lost, but like that is how much my work journal is important to me. It is so important. And when I telework and come back to the office one time, I could not find my calendar, and I remember the kids were home and I was like, I need help. I need to find my journal. I can't find my journal. I don't know where I put it down. I don't know what happened, but I put my journal down somewhere that wasn't in my regular spot and I started flipping out. I had to find my journal. So yeah, this is like it is literally my second brain at work, and it helps me remember everything. Anytime someone needs quick information about one of my cases, XYZ, or my dates, my times on when things were completed, I can look back at this and I know exactly what I did that day. It is like, it makes my skin crawl, like how well this works for me. So highly recommend, if you haven't been able to tell already, that I absolutely love my Hobonichi, and I will recommend it all the time. So sorry if you've tried it and you don't like it. Again, it took me a while to get used to it and how to make it work for me. Absolutely love it. Okay, these are just some splurges. I found this one first and it was, you know, not sealed, and then I found another one. I was like, okay, I'm taking both because they both have 160 pages, 120 GSM. They're blank. Let's see if they lay flat. I mean, not really, but the paper's like this weird, like cool white sort of color. It's not a Hobonichi, but they are literally, I think they are like A5 size. Like, are they A5 size? It's probably A5 size. It's like the right size of a Hobonichi, you know? So when I saw it, I think that's why my eyes drew to it, is of the size of a Hobonichi. So if this is something that would interest you, I guess maybe as an alternate for a daily journal, daily-ish journal, because there's not quite enough paper, this would be it. And it's really nice. So don't really know. Well, it says recycled paper, so it might not hold water too much. It says for an artist sketchbook. I figured I'd give it a try. Never seen this brand before, have no idea if it's any good or not, but they were, I think everything yesterday, no, Friday, yesterday at, what is the name of the store? Ben's Bargain. Everything at Ben's Bargain yesterday was no less than 40% off, but I don't know if the sticker meant another price. I really don't know. So 40% off of the sticker prices, so I couldn't beat it, so I took them both. Once I found this one that was sealed, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take both of them. So yeah, and it's got a little strap and everything, so even if the paper did get super saturated, at least I have the strap to hold it down. And it looks like there is a bookmark. Look at that, there's a bookmark and a pocket. Really, you know what, and honestly I think that's why I brought, minus the strap, because I don't have the ones with the strap. It reminds me a lot of the Moleskine. So these are Moleskine. I have lined and unlined. I normally work in this one that is lined. But yeah, it just kind of reminded me of that because it's got that little pocket flap in the back. This is a really nice size, especially when you're traveling. I purchased these, I think, originally for camp a couple of years ago, and I made gifts for the girls that were in my group, and I made little journals for them. And then I remember I had a set. This must have been the leftover from my sister's, I think. And these are blank. And the paper, I mean, to me the paper feels different in this one. I know there's only 80 pages in these from Moleskine. But I feel like their size is just really nice, even though it's not necessarily an A5. It's pretty darn close. Yeah, it's pretty darn close to an A5 size. Moleskine's a little bit on the pricier side. I remember I had to seal it back up because I think we opened this one by accident, so I just sealed it up a little bit to keep it protected. Again, the Ben's Bargain prices are normally a little bit off of this one, and when I looked on Amazon, sometimes you can find the lined and unlined ones around like $12 or $14, so I probably got a little bit off on that one when I picked it up, but I really don't remember. It's been I've had this set for a couple of years, but I wanted to show you the kind of what the packaging looks like. It comes in a set of 3. I want to say they're 80 pages. Yeah, 80 pages. The last 16 sheets are detachable, acid-free paper. And it's a mix of paper sources. So like this one is all recycled paper, and this one's a mix of papers. So it's definitely, I mean, you can definitely feel the difference. This paper is, I don't want to almost say like a thicker newspaper, but that's kind of like what that one feels like. But I think it's gonna hold up. I think it's gonna hold up okay. But I can't really give it a good review until I really try it out. But the Moleskine paper definitely holds up to glue, markers. You can really beat it up pretty good, and you won't really have any trouble with it. So I pulled this one out because I'm going to use this one for a Get Messy art class, and I think I need 31 pages. So this one's got 60, so I think I'm going to use this one for that. And then the other ones I'm probably going to just shelf for a little bit, and then give this one a go. Give it a go. And that is it for journals. So let's get on to the next section.